Hey everybody, happy Monday. It's the Monday's MAUDCAST. Welcome to the 13th edition of the MAUDCAST. I am very, very happy to be here with you all on this very fine Monday. How is everybody feeling today? Hi Dwayne, I miss you. Hi Dwayne, I should call you in, Dwayne. I'm calling you in. I'm going live. Hi Dwayne. Hi Aaron, I miss you mucho. It's almost your birthday. Aw, Dwayne, where you at, bruh? Hello, Mom. Hi, Leah. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing today? It's a great, beautiful day in California. Luckily, all the time. We're very, very lucky to have great weather all the time. Oh, no, Dwayne. I hope that you're okay. I'm going to call you after, or I'll call your mom. I hope that everything is okay. Okay, good. Sending you lots of love. Let me know if you need anything. Hi, John Kelly. This is the MAUDCAST. Hey, Mom. How are you? DC in the house. So, thanks, Mom. She likes my blue. So, thanks, Aaron. I was feeling I wanted some pineapple today. And then Giselle cut up a pineapple. And then I have pineapple earrings that are actually from Brazil. So, hey. So everybody, this is the MAUDCAST. This is the 13th edition of the MAUDCAST. Hi, Jaleel Shaw. I'm so happy that you're joining me today. I have two very special guests. Hey, they just joined. So, hey, let me call them in, and then I will introduce them properly. Hi, guys. I'm going to pull you in. Hold on. I'm trying to pull you in. I know how. Okay, you guys, you would think that I knew how to do this very easily at this point, but I don't know. So we are going live right now with my friends Dante and Connor. Hi, guys.
Hey.
How are you?
We're good. It's great to see you. We're
good to see you too.
There we go. Sort of works.
The first thing you have to do when you come on the MAUDCAST, you have to groove to my theme song. Okay? So I need like a shoulder or something. Okay.
Dante's better at that than I am.
We have to do like a shoulder or something, okay? I'll make you do it at the end, all right?
Yeah. Awesome.
Hi, guys.
How's it going,
Maud? Let me introduce you. Hello, friends. This is the 13th edition of the MAUDCAST, and today I have very special guests. I have my friends Dante and Connor, who are founders of Ritual App, which is something very exciting and cool that Chloe and I are now a part of, and that we want you all to join because, well, we're bringing joy, Chloe and I, together and through movement. And so we want everybody to join. So how are you guys doing today?
We're good. We're trying to figure out how to position the phone to hold both of us.
This is hard to do. It's hard to figure out multiple people here.
Yeah, this is a new one for us.
Do you guys have...
Can you guys hear us like this?
I got an idea. Get ready.
Can you hear?
Okay. See, this is what we do. We are problem solvers up in this piece. All right. Hold on. And I'm going to pin the comment while you guys figure out your...
figured it out.
There we go. We got it. We pulled in this little, we got like this little stand holder thing. So that should work.
Okay.
Maud, we came ready with you told us we had to have our favorite non-alcoholic beverage.
I love you guys for listening to me. Thank you.
So we brought some root beer. It's from Zevia.
Okay, so is that your favorite non-alcoholic beverage? Or
it's the non-alcoholic beverage I had in my fridge.
I would say it is for me. It was my childhood favorite for sure.
I love it.
Root beer. Me and my dad used to go to the movies and drink root beer.
Oh, see? That's beautiful. My favorite non-alcoholic drink is pineapple and mint juice. And hence, I have pineapple earrings on.
Oh, wow.
And I have pineapple that I'm going to eat later. But I don't have a juicer. So I had one and I threw it away. But I gave it away because I never juiced anything. And I was like, this is a waste of my space. So thank you, guys. How is your Monday going so far? How was your weekend?
It was good. Dante had a bit of an adventure getting over here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, here. Yeah, I biked over here from the city. Haven't biked in a while. And it was adventurous. I'm still mopping off sweat.
We're both in New York, so we're a little crosstown movement.
Oh, yeah.
And are you in Brooklyn right now?
We're in Brooklyn.
Now in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Right in Park Slope right now.
Nice.
How's
your
Monday, Maud? How's your Monday?
Oh, it's going great. It's sunny in California. It's beautiful.
That,
I worked out today, and I got, what else happened today? I always like, I'm a believer in celebrating all the wins. Like some people are like, don't celebrate small wins. I celebrate all my wins. So a win today, which actually isn't that small, is, we sell athleisure, like spandex and stuff, and a new shipment just arrived from Brazil with no problems. And that's actually a big deal, particularly during coronavirus, for like this big box of stuff to arrive. No problems, no damage, everything's great, everything's fabulous. So that happened today. Yeah. And I was, when I was working out today, there's like a group of like probably just out of high school guys that play basketball where I work out today. And I literally had like a Miss Parker moment from Friday, because I was like running on the track and they were like, hi. And I was like, hi, how are y'all doing? They're like, you're so nice. You're so nice. So that was fun. It's been a good day. Nice. But when I think about you guys, right, and I'm so excited that y'all are joining me on the MAUDCAST, and Chloe and I are so excited to be a part of Ritual with our Joyful Movement series, which we will get into shortly. Oh, my friends from Brazil are here. Oi, Nelson, to the bone. I thought about you guys as friends because I know Dante through one of my closest friends, Daphne, who's like your cousin, God, brother, sister, it's all family. And then I met Connor because y'all are, really, really close friends. And so I wanted to open with a quote and then get into it. And this is an Alice Walker quote. Love her. And it says, no person is your friend who demands your silence or who denies your right to grow. And I thought that was important because you guys started a business together. And a lot of people say, don't work with your friends. But you guys seem to work together beautifully. So can you guys, first of all, tell everybody how y'all met, and then how did y'all start a business together?
Yeah. I mean, so the funny thing is, we didn't start a business with our friends. Dante and I didn't know each other.
We met through work.
We got
really?
We got into
Look at me. I'm just wrong.
Yeah. So no. We love that you think that. I mean, just in the same way, Maud, that you and I met through work, and now we're great friends. It just like it happens that way sometimes.
Oh, I love that.
So we there's a broader team at Ritual, and Maud has met our third co-founder, Matt, who is a professor at Notre Dame who studied well-being for a long time. And Matt was my original partner in Ritual. He was my professor back when I went to Notre Dame. Actually,
I love
first
him
met
too,
Matt.
by the way.
What's that?
I love him too, by the way.
Yeah, Matt is the man. Yeah, Matt.
Yeah.
And so Matt and I were kind of working on this together. And as we started to build it out, we realized that we needed another partner. We needed someone who's really going to focus on the product side of what we were building. And we were talking to one of our advisors who used to run a media company called Mike. And she ended up connecting us to Dante. Yep. And I don't know, you want to pick up that side?
Well, yeah, and we started kind of talking about the the prospect of what this would look like, and at first it wasn't like we're certain we're going to work together. It really became just talking to Connor and Matt about well-being and realizing like kind of they have the same deep-seated passion. Even Matt has years of research into it, and so it was kind of like we connected over the passion itself. And then from there became very close, too close sometimes.
I love that. And what year was that y'all met?
It's a year.
Last year?
2 years ago?
Well, I guess, about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So we got connected in early 2019. 2019, that was a fun year.
Wow. So
that was good, back when we could
hang out in person.
travel and things like that. So we got connected, and then I flew out to New York to meet with Dante. Matt came out too. Yep. And we recruited him, and I'll tell you, Dante played a little hard to get. Took
I mean,
long.
he's got that Harvard.
It's like, he kept telling us he went to school in Boston.
No,
and we had to figure out what to do. But so we recruited him, really hard, and I guess he officially joined us back in June of 2019. Yeah, that's right. So it's been with us about a year and a half now.
I love that. So what were you doing before that, Dante?
I was at the company.
Sarah's listening. There we go. Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
That's our other team member.
It's another member of our team. Sorry, keep going.
So I was at Mike.com.
Okay.
I think basically many years ago, I kind of had the epiphany that I wanted my tech career to be always like at the intersection of tech and social change, or doing good things for the world. So I was at this company. It was a news company called Mike, and we were kind of highlighting a lot of kind of stories you wouldn't see in the mainstream media. You know, people of color, the gay rights movement, all kinds of folks who were not always in the spotlight. And so I was there, and then we got bought by another company, Bustle, which is also a cool company.
I know
But
Bustle.
yeah, yeah. But then basically, I was at Bustle after we had been bought by them, and met these folks, and wasn't necessarily sure I was going to leave, but it was really just, this was the right team, and this was really just the right project.
I
And
love that. So for you, Connor, it was always wellness? Like, has this been your dream for a long time, or did you
Connor,
fall upon
when
this?
Connor was a small child in the '90s, he knew he was going to have a well-being app. There's going
Exactly.
to be an
That's
iPhone app.
I
exactly.
knew I
He
was going to be a tap
That's
dancer when I was 8. So, I will never like discount a child's dream. Okay. Granted, we didn't have apps and stuff back then, but like, when did you decide, or how did that come about? Like, I want to do a wellness app.
Yeah, it's a great question. So I think I got interested in entrepreneurship early. I did when I was in college. I, with some friends, started this collegiate media company called Next Gen Journal, and kind of got the bug a little bit. And towards the end of my time in college, I started having a lot of conversations with Matt Bloom, this social scientist at Notre Dame, and this
So
guy
cool.
named Dan Grudy,
Yeah,
who's a
also
priest
yeah.
and at Notre Dame.
Ah.
And just in the process, the three of us ended up starting a class together at Notre Dame. And
Hold on,
over the
that's a
course,
slight flex. Hold on. I would like to pause because I have a lot of
Yeah.
young people that watch this, and
yeah,
I
sorry,
encourage
we
them,
lost our thing.
to fortify their minds and to educate themselves. So you started a class at Notre Dame.
Yep.
That's a
Yeah,
big deal, people listening. That's not
you
light.
want to
They're
try
going
that?
to be adding classes.
Wait, hold on a sec. Sorry, we
It's
broke our
okay.
screen.
We lost our.
Good thing we're not making a hardware company, because this is.
There we go. Now we got it.
I'm gonna need to, when I come to New York, I'm gonna need to come help y'all set up y'all thing.
Now we'll move over
Definitely.
suddenly because we fixed our thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, so Maud, it sort of happened by accident. It was I started having conversations with this one professor, Matt, and then we were just talking about themes related to the original focus was meaningful work. How did people find work and lives that were meaningful? And we looped in this priest, Father Dan Grudy, because it just became clear he was thinking about some of the same things, but from a different lens. We had sort of the scientific lens and then the lens of spirituality. And we started originally a discussion group, and then both of the professors kept pushing, hey, there's really something here. We have to go deeper, and it became a class at Notre Dame, which is still taught. It's called The Heart's Desire and Social Change. And in
So
that,
cool.
it was such a great class. And, the class explored themes related to well-being and spirituality and identity and meaning and purpose and all these themes that over the course of that time I just started to realize I was really interested in. But what changed it for me was I after I graduated from college, I moved to South Africa and worked at this amazing place called the African Leadership Academy.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first couple of years I was out there, I really struggled with anxiety.
Is that a school, or what is that?
Yeah, it's like this international school in Johannesburg.
Oh, very cool.
With students from all over the continent. And it was, when I moved out there, a lot of change in my life. I struggled with anxiety, and I found my way to things like meditation, contemplative prayer, journaling, these sort of well-being practices, because they helped me in my own life. And then as I started, working with students at the school, I realized that these sorts of things were had the potential to help a lot of people. And so at that time, it was over a series of a couple of years. This went from being something that I was sort of interested in to probably like, you with Dancing Maud, like the thing in the world I most kind of wanted to be involved with. And so when Matt called me up and said, hey, do you want to come back and figure out how to build something in this space? I took him up on it.
I love it. And what I also think is really cool and unique about Ritual is that it's not just meditation. There's so many different ways where you can find your own peace or joy, or focus. Because especially now during these times, I feel like even though we're like at home and we're physically grounded because we can't really fly a lot of places, I feel like nobody is grounded. And everybody kind of feels like there's an earthquake, which is crazy because we've had 2 earthquakes here that I felt both of, which were really crazy. But it kind of feels like an internal earthquake. But like for somebody like me meditating, I'm not great. Like I think I might have like ADD because I can't. It's so difficult for me to meditate. And but if I have like a practice or something I have to do or something I have to physically do, it locks in with me. So for a lot of the wellness apps that are out there, they don't resonate with me. And which is why I was so happy that Dante called Chloe and me, Chloe and I, to do a partnership with you guys. So can you tell us, how did that come about? And was it received immediately? Like Dante, when you're like, I have these friends that dance, this could be cool. Because there haven't really been any dancers on a wellness app before.
No. Yeah, that's a great question. And Leah Parker, I see your questions too, for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, Leah comes with all the questions.
I don't know. I think Dante's done this before.
All our questions. Don't you worry.
I think Dante's done this before.
I did one like live interview.
This was my first live, so I'm just.
You're doing
like,
so great, Connor.
I'm trying to like listen as well as read the comments, and then
it's my second one.
Yes, cool. And my mom is on here. She's Isabella Francesca. Yes. And then a lot of people watch afterwards, which is really cool. Giselle is here. Hey, Brazil. You know, it's people watch when they can.
Nice. Well, that question about how did we, we're including more than meditation. I thought it was so interesting that you said, like, I'm not so good at meditating, because we hear that all the time. We hear people say, oh, I've tried to meditate, or I tried to do like a daily prayer, but I'm just not, I'm not good at it, right? And then it's like, the thing you're taking to relax and feel better, actually it's adding this extra, hey, Chloe, it's adding this extra weight, which is crazy because it's meant to take the weight off, but instead we put it on ourselves under shame. And it was really, that was the for me, the clincher when I met Matt and Connor and talking to Matt especially about like his research and realizing like people need the right help at the right time, right? They don't need just this one size fits all, like you must now meditate. And meditation is great. I meditate myself, but it's like, it's not a one size fit all for every person, for every part of a person's life. Sometimes they need joyful movement, or they need prayer because that's in their, that's meeting them where they're at. So, I mean, that's my thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, Maud, so this all comes back to, our co-founder, Matt, and he's studied well-being for a long time.
Yeah. And
like the first thing that I think we all sort of know intuitively is we all have a range of different well-being needs, right? We have needs to center ourselves on a daily basis. We have needs for things that help us with the ups and downs. We have needs related to our identity and our sense of self-efficacy and self-worth. We have needs related to the meaning we experience in our lives. We have needs related to our well-being and our relationships. And there's no silver bullet. There's no one practice that's going to work for everyone to fix their well-being.
Exactly. Yep.
And what Matt had studied for a long time is that there's actually a wide range of practices, from meditation to contemplative prayer to journaling exercises, identity experience.
Can you explain contemplative prayer?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what that is.
So contemplative prayer is another type of well-being or spiritual practice. Basically, all of the great religious traditions of the world, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, have forms of prayer within them that are contemplative or meditative, that involve space for silence, that involve many of the same principles as mindfulness meditation, but sort of rooted within a spiritual or religious tradition. And, if you look around the world, like 84% of the global population is religious. So what that means is a lot of people are engaging with a well-being practice through that lens, rather than maybe just what's on Headspace, for instance, which is like one approach, but it's not the approach for everyone.
And it's one voice.
Yeah.
It's one approach.
And
yeah.
I couldn't like,
Yeah.
And it's, I mean,
what Rosie's saying there, right? Like sometimes it's a combination of things.
Exactly. And that's, Maud, I was talking earlier about like when I was in South Africa and struggling with anxiety, what did I rely upon that sort of helped me through that? Well, it was a combination. It was meditation. It was spiritual practices like centering prayer. It was journaling exercises. It was getting to know myself better. I needed a lot of these different things. Sometimes I needed to tap into a little joy, right?
I love it.
And
Well, I wanted to ask you. So
yeah,
I have a lot of friends and family members who deal with anxiety. I've
mm,
actually never had anxiety. And so my question is, what do you think for you? Because you're like, I only know you through, also, fun fact, guys, Connor and I have never met in real life, but I feel like we
cool.
have.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think caused that? Was it being away from home? Was it a new experience? Because I think a lot of people are having anxiety and they might not know what's causing it, which might be, if they knew what was causing it, it might be helpful for them to help heal it. Because also when you're having anxiety, I feel like that blocks the joy.
Oh
Right?
yeah, totally. It did. And that was, one of the reasons that I like wanted to find tools to work through that was it felt like it was blocking a lot of joy, right? It kind of can pull you away from what you're experiencing. It's so interesting. Things like anxiety can result from so many things. We all experience anxiety, and to different degrees, people maybe can get caught in certain patterns. I just found myself caught in certain patterns or loops of anxiety, and it was actually, I wasn't even sure what was causing it, and I remember that made me more anxious. It's like I'm
Right.
anxious, and I don't know why, and then I'm more anxious,
Yep.
and I think it's less about diagnosing it, especially right now in this year, like rates of anxiety have skyrocketed. So many people are dealing with it. And we know some of the reasons, but it's not about figuring out exactly what's causing it. I think it's more about finding the tools that help you navigate through it.
Yep.
Awesome. I love that. One of my really good friends, one of my best friends, Ben Williams, is on here. I don't know if he's still here. So it's interesting because Ben is a Grammy Award winning bass player. He's amazing. Dante and Ben, I'll connect y'all. But he said he just got into meditation seriously this year, which is so interesting because I find his music to feel like meditation. Like for me, when I listen, because he's a jazz musician primarily, but makes all types of music. But I just thought it was interesting because he's just said he got into it. But for me, his music is meditation,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is also interesting because sometimes as a creator, we give, and we don't give to ourselves. And I think that's was really important because I never would have thought, oh, Ben needs to meditate because what he does makes me feel so good. But I think that's important in terms of giving back to yourself, which is why everybody should download the Ritual app. Leah said she downloaded it, and she already said she feels better.
Yeah,
Which
so
I
you said
love.
couldn't stop smiling. I'd love to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be curious.
I love that.
Dante, did you meditate before Ritual or?
Yeah, I meditated. I started meditating when I was young because I was in the martial arts. So I was, so I wasn't so much doing mindfulness. I was more doing, I know they do like chi meditations.
Dante, can you move a little this way?
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
Um,
I gotta come get y'all lighting right. Okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna hook y'all up when I come to New York.
next, yep,
All right.
tell you got, yep, we'll do
Yeah,
another
good.
podcast.
Yeah, keep talking. I'll fix the lighting a little bit. You keep going about that.
Yeah, I did a little bit of meditation, but I was kind of in the same place. I had kind of seen meditation as one of those things that I wasn't, it was like it was like a chore, and it obviously is helpful, but it's like, again, sometimes you need, now actually I'm going to get into a question that Leah asked earlier. I saw her ask it, why did we do audio versus doing like an interactive type app?
That's a good question.
Yeah, and we thought about a lot of stuff, especially in the early days. But one of the things that we that we know is that there's experts who have wisdom to share, right? Like yourself, Maud. Like sometimes you can get a leg up by just listening to help, being guided by somebody who knows this subject matter really, really well. So it's like I can give myself the chore of like, I'm gonna get up and move today and like feel joy in my body. Okay, but like, what if I just had Maud's help with it every day? Sometimes it can be that easy, and especially with now, yeah. I mean, our sessions kind of bring you to that place without you having to do the heavy lift at all times. And I think I'm trying to kind of strike at both of those, like why we chose audio and also how my meditation journey changed away from treating it as a chore to saying like this is like something I'm going to avail myself of and tap into.
I also have to say, like, I enjoy the audio. I think that sometimes we just need to listen and close our eyes. I also think that we are too, it's like overstimulation all the time, and it's so fast. Like, even as a dancer, I was thinking about music videos. Like, growing up, I watched MC Hammer, Janet Jackson, Aaliyah, Michael Jackson, and I could do all the dances that were in the music videos because they actually showed the dances. Now it's like cut, 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 cut.
Oh, yeah, it's
you
true.
You can't learn anything because everything moves so fast because everybody has like this much attention span. And so on Ritual app, when I did Alex L's journaling thing, it was nice to just like be quiet and not look at something and not talk, not have to speak and not have to fully respond in a way. So I think it's really cool. So Leah, I would say, well, you already tried it, but I really think that it's important to quiet ourselves sometimes and to just listen. And I think it's nice to also be able to close your eyes and just focus in on something. So I actually like the audio approach. So yeah.
Yeah, we love audio, and the audio idea we originally got from the meditation apps, right? They had sort of done it first, and we found that to be a really helpful model to help people engage in practice. We often say about Ritual, Ritual is not a meditation app, it's a well-being app.
Yep.
And I think a couple of the examples you just pointed to exemplify that so well. So Alex L, we love Alex, right? Alex just came out with this phenomenal new book, After the Rain. Everyone should check it out.
I'm on her email list now.
Oh yeah, you gotta stay on Alex's email list. And Alex's practice is all about writing as a meditative practice, or journaling that helps people discover themselves, that helps people heal, that helps people work through challenges. And that's the sort of practice that is not typically accommodated in meditation apps, which were sort of the first wave of this emerging well-being space. But Alex is nearly a million followers on Instagram because that's such a powerful practice for so many people. And we saw that and thought, that's the kind of experience, well-being experience, that we want to bring to people, just like Headspace brought Andy Puddicombe's meditation. And that's, Maud, to go to your question about when, what did we think when these tap dancers came up? That's what we thought of you guys, right? It was so clear as we spoke with you that you and Chloe knew more about how to move joyfully and how movement can be an instrument of joy than anybody.
And when we started talking to y'all, especially, we realized, we were just exploring it, like, what would it look like? And we realized, talking to you guys, that it was not just being a quote unquote dancer or a choreographer, even though you guys are renowned in that. You have a whole philosophy about living joy in the body, and everyone who obviously is, if you follow the MAUDCAST, you're well aware. But this whole philosophy about that, that's what we wanted to tap into. That's why we call our partners experts, because they are, and they come with a whole lot of wisdom,
For Chloe and I, we had never, when Dante first hit me up and was like, I have an idea I want to talk to you about, I thought it was to collaborate and dance to like one of your songs or something. Which of course, I'm always down for like a collaboration, like for sure. But then, and I also had no idea what you had been up to, because we haven't seen each other in like several years. And I thought it was so exciting. And Chloe and I had never done anything like this before too. And so for us, it was really fun, because I also think we take for granted what we do every day and how good we feel. And because it's just like who we are every day, and that's what it is. And so you take that for granted, of course, until like you're sad or something like bad happens. And then you're like, oh, I don't, like, when I'm sad, I literally am like, I don't know what this is. I need to shake this because this is not normal. Like, I know. Like, my mom is on here. I've literally been like this since I was a child. But it was so great because a lot of people write Chloe and I who aren't dancers or who are older, and they're like, I want to feel as good as you guys look like you feel, but I can't dance, or I don't dance, blah, blah, blah. So this was a great meeting place for those people, because this is access for everybody. You don't even have to be able to stand up. You know what I mean? My mom says, I'm thrilled to have Chloe and Maud involved. Okay, so my mom has been meditating since forever. She's been doing Reiki since before it was cool. My mom is very like hippie kind of cool lady from France, you know. So she loved this when I told her. She's like, oh, this is brilliant. This is great. So no, it was really fun. And doing it with Chloe, well, first of all, sitting down with her and doing something is the hardest thing ever and we live next door to each other, but it's very difficult for us to sit. But when we were doing it, we had so much fun when we were recording, and we were just laughing and just having a ball. And you guys were such great guides because, you know, we deferred to y'all because we were like, we don't really know how this goes. So we thank you guys. It was really fun for us to create, and we hope that millions of people download it and enjoy it and feel the joy.
Yeah,
awesome.
Tell your friends, everyone who's listening, to try it out and, you know, try the Joyful Movement series.
So how does the structure work if I'm downloading it? It's free for how many days, and then how much is it a month?
Sure. So anyone can download it on iPhone or Android. It's free to download, and it's free to try any of the content. There are some entire series that are entirely free as well, but to get unlimited access, like to start finishing series, once you kind of realize you basically, you know, you're into it and it's offering value, it's $7.99 a month. So, you know, what's Netflix now? It's about the same.
So yeah, think of it like if you pay whatever you pay for
Netflix
or Spotify, cut that in half, and that's about what you'd pay for.
Just to think about it, it's like, I mean, you can try it out for free and see if you like it and see if it's promising. And there's a lot of new content coming all the time. But what we realized is people pay $8 a month or more for entertainment, and all of us, like, we need entertainment to unwind and stuff, but all of us also know that doesn't always hit the spot in terms of getting you to where you want to be in your life, feeling fulfilled, feeling balanced, etc. So it's like we feel pretty good that that people deserve a fairly cheap way an affordable way to add that balance to their life every month.
I feel like it's really cheap. I mean, not cheap in a bad way. Very affordable. You shouldn't use the word cheap.
No, I use the word cheap, and I realize
I know, we shouldn't use the word cheap because you're getting so much value. Oh, my friend Erin in Chicago is going to get it. Hey, Erin, love you, girl.
What's up, Erin?
Christina in Mexico. Hey, Christina. Thank you.
I love this. I love like your global MAUDCAST user base. It's great.
Well, that's why it's like sometimes, depending on what time I do it, there's like a ton of people watching as it goes, and then because it depends on the time of day, and then other times there's like not that many people because people be asleep. But it's fine because I save it to my Instagram, and it goes on my website, and it goes on YouTube. So there's a lot of ways people can watch it again. But what I was gonna say is, like, you think about $7.99 a month. I have several philosophies on friends who have businesses. So, okay, first of all, when your friend has a business, like when Dante first called and told me about it, I immediately downloaded the app and started paying for it. This is before we were even officially doing something with you guys. So everybody listening, if you don't know, I am a strong believer in friends don't let friends dream alone, and we have to support our friends. And you will go to a bar and spend $15 on a drink and then question your friend or ask your friend for a discount. Stop doing that. It's terrible. Yeah. It's trash behavior.
And even on your own, you might not feel that great after you have that drink. You know?
Exactly.
You'll feel great while you're having it, but we felt like we should build something that that people can feel great after they're doing it and feel even better in their 10th month of doing it.
And it's an investment. My mom said people pay that for a coffee. It really is about self-care, and it's true. And I think that in America, we don't emphasize investment in self enough. It's like I know people, and I'll say women because I'm a woman, who will spend $80 to get fake eyelashes and $100 on fake nails and go buy a waist trainer to pull it in, but won't spend $30 to go on to a gym class. And I think that it's a messed up psyche. And I think that we need to really start investing in our health. Hi, Donald. Donald, how you doing, boo? Donald's one of my close friends. And Donald actually taught me friends don't let friends dream alone, which is why I love that he's here. And he knows that I'm a psychopath about it because he now sells t-shirts. Everybody go buy a Donald shirt that says friends don't let friends dream alone. And because Donald is the friend that shows up for everything and never asks for a free ticket. And is an artist himself. So it's not like he's just like, I'm balling, I don't need no discount. It's like, no, what are we willing to invest in? And we have to invest in ourselves and our friends. And so everybody listening now, I hope that you go download the app, try it. It's free for 7 days. You have nothing to lose. And then it's only $8 a month. And literally you will waste that money on something else. So you might as well invest it in yourself.
Yeah. No, I love it. And also, the other thing I'd add is we're releasing a new series from a new expert pretty much every week. So Maud, a lot of this we haven't even told you about, but we've got an awesome series that's launching this week that Matt is doing on everyday resilience. Coming up,
I love that.
It's going to be amazing. We've got best-selling authors coming. We have Olympians coming. There's all sorts of exciting folks sort of coming
right
up.
now who like tell the people here, because like Steve Kerr, I said his name right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You did. How else were you going to say it? I'm curious.
You guys know I'm not a basketball sport. I am like not that. I can play basketball more than I know about it. But like for my friends like Donald listening, Donald is a comedian, a stand-up comedian and a writer. Like Donald, you should do the joyful movement with us because, it's for everybody. But also like listening to somebody like Steve Kerr might resonate with you more. So I think I just say that to say there really is something for everybody. I also think that men often say like wellness, they think wellness is for women. Mm-hmm. And it's really for everybody. And men need to really tap into the wellness because you can't have a great relationship if you don't treat yourself well or love yourself. So I think it's really important for men to download it. Oh, Jenna wrote Warriors, LOL. Yeah, Warriors.
Yep.
That is
that's the team.
Oakland.
yeah. Golden State Warriors.
No, that's
Golden State. It's upstate. It's upstate.
No, exactly. Golden State. You got it. You got it, California. No, and Maud, that's what's been. I mean, one of the things that's so fun about our jobs is we get to work with a incredibly diverse set of amazing people. So we generally work with everyone ranging from spiritual leaders to best-selling authors, social scientists, and a lot of what we talk about is cultural leaders. Someone like Steve Kerr, who did a small collaboration with us on core values, or someone like Alex L., who's the best-selling author. And what we love about it, and I think what we particularly loved about working with you and Chloe, is you two totally saw how this was a unique offering that you guys could give sort of to the world, and that was different than what you were doing in other places, and that sort of had unique value. And that's what we find with so many of our partners, even if they're writing books, even if they are faculty members at universities, even if they're giving talks or TED Talks or whatever it may be, something like Ritual is a really unique offering for the people that they're trying out.
Exactly.
I think so. One of my friends on here is a doctor. She's a pediatrician at Children's Hospital in DC. And we talk about wellness a lot because she's an amazing doctor, because she's not just like prescription. It's like, what can we do for one, preventative? And I think a lot of that has to do with mental health, which we can do now. I think oftentimes too, for anybody listening, you wait till something bad happens and then you try to fix it. And it's like, just do it now to feel good. Like I would say, like how earlier I said, I'm always run happy, but like I work at it. I do things that make me happy, like buy pineapple earrings. This brought me joy,
This idea of this non-alcoholic thing is bringing me joy now.
See, thank you. I love it. So it's like, and I think it's about celebrating those small wins, but I don't wait to not feel happy to not work on my happiness. And I think that's what a lot of people do, is they wait for something bad to happen, which I think sometimes we might need that awakening. But I also think that, Felicia Rashad once told me, she's one of the wisest people I've ever met. If you're watching and you're young, you don't know who that is. That's the mom from The Cosby Show. I remember I was like heartbroken many moons ago. And I was like, and nobody likes me. And I was, having this drama in my early 20s. And she said to me, well, Maud, you were living fully and he wasn't. So who's really the loser in this situation? And I said, And I think that's so true. And I think that a lot of people coast through life and aren't like really living fully, whether it be like the sad moments or the happy moments. I believe in living life with an exclamation point. But I think for any of us who are feeling like, I feel okay, you should feel great. Everybody should feel awesome. Everybody should feel great. And if you're not feeling great or awesome, then I think that working on your wellness is a great place to start.
Yeah, that's well said.
I love it.
I like that.
You know, because I think people just wait for the, you know, for the funeral, or you wait for the heart attack to start eating healthier. You know, like do it before, and then you won't have that heart attack. So I have a question for you guys. What do you both do in your joyless moments? So when you're feeling not so joyful or sad or overwhelmed, what are some techniques that you do to flip your mood?
That's a good question. You want to start?
I was gonna say, in a startup, we never feel overwhelmed. That's not we don't feel that daily.
That's the funny thing. We were talking about this earlier, I guess, right? Like the feeling of being kind of you're creating wellness for other people. You're creating like something for other people, but it can take a lot out of you sometimes. So it's definitely I mean, that feeling of
I mean, that's something I think you and Chloe know, right? Like you guys create so much joy for so many other people, but I've seen you guys, Maud, like you guys are busy. It's you know, a lot going on. And so so in the joyless moments, what do we do? You know, especially I've only been out here in New York a couple months, live in Brooklyn, love it. And I will typically just go for a walk. I live like 4 blocks from Prospect Park, and there's these sort of amazing sort of wooded areas, and I'll try to like leave my phone behind and just sort of reconnect and spend a little time in nature away from it all. And that, I think, you know, it tends to bring me back to a place of gratitude, and then the gratitude leads to joy.
I love that. I love, also somebody named Karen Toohill. Is that your
that's my mom.
sister? Hey, Mom. I love a mom. Hey, Mom. How you doing?
Miss Toohill.
We got all the moms here.
I know. Is your mom here, Dante?
No, I should have sent her the link, but I think she's at a meeting now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you know my mom.
Yes, I do. My neighbor.
What about Dante, the joyless moments?
The joyless moments.
Yeah. Move over, Dante, a little bit.
That's a good question. I mean, for me, I think working out is helpful. Working out, or like anything, especially like biking, so I can go fast, or like even just like going on a moped or a motorcycle, just going fast is good. And music, that was the first big outlet. That I think that was the first, when I started making music, that was the first time I started feeling like not feeling bad about feeling bad, you know, just
I love that.
Just being like, okay, so I'm down today, you know, it's okay. It's part of the journey, as opposed to thinking that I needed to always be on this upward trajectory and never allowing myself to just be what I am, you know, which is human.
And when you are feeling down and you're making music, do you make what you feel in that moment?
Most of the time, yeah. Most of the time, or it'll be pensive or something, but it'll be, if anything, oh, nice, Stephen Kathleen, no, nice.
Is that more family, Connor?
Yeah, that's more, yeah.
Hey, family. I love your Connor. He's fab.
Maud, my sister just moved to DC. You got to give her, actually, my sister and my brother. That's a funny,
connect us on the text. I'll tell them everywhere to go eat.
Exactly.
No, I think if anything, it's less about like getting rid of the sadness and more down times and more just being in it. And I think that's what I also like about some of the sessions we have on Ritual. It's like places that kind of allow you to feel what you're going through, or the expert is just relating what they've gone through. And so it doesn't feel so much like we're trying to get through it, we're trying to get over it, we're trying to like cast it away too rapidly. You can't always put a strict timer on it. You know, you kind of just have to go through the valley a little bit.
You got to go through it to get to it.
Oh,
I like that.
Sayings. I like this.
From every breakdown,
Maud,
there is a breakthrough. Okay.
Maud, we got to get this. When are you getting like a network talk show? That's what.
That's what we really need a Maud
I need
show.
like the MAUDCAST at night.
Yeah.
Between like Colbert.
I love you guys.
You know, Trevor Noah, and then the MAUDCAST.
So let me tell you, one of my dreams since forever is to have my own talk show. But I will only allow guests who give back. So it doesn't matter who you are. You could be Michael Jordan, and if you have not given back substantially within the last few months, you're not allowed to be on my show. So it's about joy, giving back. And so I would want to have celebrities who give back, and then always somebody in the community who's a community leader who's giving back. Because I don't think that we magnify giving back enough. And then celebrities become bashful about donating money, and they'll donate secretly, but then they'll take a picture on a private jet in like a $20,000 outfit. And I want to switch, I want to flip that psyche. So that is my dream.
I love it.
I like it.
I love it. Well, Maud, as we learned tonight, friends back friends' dreams.
Yes,
So,
we do.
any, if we can help, I don't, I don't know any of the network executives, unfortunately, but
you guys are helping already by being amazing guests on my MAUDCAST. So you're already doing it, because this is my 13th week. And so everybody who's been a part of the MAUDCAST is a part of whatever happens with it. And I've had the idea of the MAUDCAST for like a few years, and honestly, I was like a little scared, and I am not a scary person. But I kind of felt like, well, nobody cares, or like a lot of people already have things, they talk, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, I'm doing this. And the pandemic brought the best time because people were home, and I also think that people really needed the joy. So
yeah,
here we are, and it makes me so happy. Like, when I first started it, I just told myself, like, we'll see what happens. And sometimes if there's one person watching, I hope that it brings them joy. And if nothing else, it brings me joy. So I always feel good after these. And,
I love it.
And it's selfishly good.
Like, Maud, I'll say, I've tuned into a bunch, and usually, there's some different things going on. Sometimes I'll be there for the whole time. Sometimes I'll just check in for 5 minutes. But
I always see you,
brings,
and I appreciate it.
Yeah, and it always brings a smile. And I think, like, we've been seeing people come and go, but they get a little taste of, Maud, and brings a lot of joy.
Thank you. And one of my favorite things too is talking to my friends and promoting their businesses. Like Ben, who's on here, is one of my closest friends. He's always like, Maud is actually my publicist / best friend. Because I admire my friends, and I'm so inspired. Like, you guys created an app that is so hard. Like, I saw the back end of an app a month ago. My friend showed me, and I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, this thing, look, I was like, this is hard as hell. I was like, this is beyond. And he was like, yeah, that's just to get the thing so you can do like that. And he's like, and we take it for granted because we do like this, but it's like hours and hours of that. So I admire my friends. I'm inspired by my friends, and I want the world to know about my friends. So it makes me happy to do that too. My mom wants to know, how long are the ritual segments, and what are, Mom, you missed that. We said the few offerings, but we'll say it again.
No, I love it. I love it. Hey,
so sessions range. Oh, you answer. You're the expert. You built it.
Oh, so every ritual session is about 10 minutes. And our co-founder, Matt, always talks about the importance of small steps. Small steps can add up over time to big changes in your well-being. And so what we ask everyone to do is just like maybe you take 20 minutes out, to watch an episode of The Office on Netflix at the end of the night. I did that last night. Take 10 minutes out of your day to look after your well-being. And what we try to do on Ritual that I think is really unique is we don't focus everything on one type of practice. We create a lot of different types of practices and help people find what works for them. So some of the offerings include everything from mindfulness meditation with Leah Weiss, who's a Stanford professor on that topic, to a lot of great series around contemplative prayer from people like Barbara Brown Taylor, Greg Boyle, Omid Safi, all really well-known experts, journaling with Alex L., and most recently, Joyful Movement with Chloe and Maud. So all sorts of different ways that people can look after their well-being. And I will say, Maud, you guys brought like an energy and like a different type. It's got a different vibe than anything we've done to date.
Yep.
It's pretty exciting.
Yep.
Well, thank you, because it was different for Chloe and I too. So we love, and we really believe in it, and we really want people to feel joyful. Like, I always think about it. If people were joyful, the world would overall be so much better, because it's almost like when you feel good about yourself, you treat everything around you better. You don't litter. You don't, like, when you feel good about yourself, you would not throw something on the ground because you'd be like, how could I disrespect the ground like that? No, I'm going to put it in the trash. You're going to be nicer to people. You're not going to try to start a war. You're not going to try to murder somebody. You're not trying to, you know, rob somebody if you feel joy. And I feel like, I remember the first time I went to Brazil, I was 17, and I emailed my mom from an internet cafe because we could only email. I got a scholarship to go in high school. And because there was no phones and stuff like that. And I was like, Mom, I've never felt so at home. People here are so joyful. And I was like, I feel like these people are like me. They say hi to you. They smile at you. They invite you to their homes to eat. Like, I was like, this is where I belong. And I've been 21 times since. Like, and so I think it's important that we magnify the importance of joy. So yeah, I have fire around questions for you guys. So Dante, you have to come.
All right.
You guys are gonna do like this, like passing.
Wait, so we both
basketball
answer?
back and
How does it work?
Yeah.
So I ask a question. It's fast.
Yeah.
You can't like think about it too much. It's like first thing that comes to mind. So whoever answers first, and the other person can go. Okay.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Person that brings you the most joy.
Either of us answer?
Huh?
My sister.
Love it.
I was gonna say sincerely, Maud. Like I'm not. I'm like serious.
God!
No, I'm totally serious. Every time I have a conversation with you, I get off like laughing.
Thank you. Don't make me cry. I cried on a podcast 2 weeks ago, and it was like an ugly cry. This would be like a happy cry. I did cry 2 weeks ago on the podcast when I was interviewing my friend who was the doctor, because we were talking about the level of abuse that children, how it's grown during the pandemic. And I was crying uncontrollably thinking about children who are in abuse situations. And I don't want to cry again on the podcast, but thank you. That made my heart smile. Thank you, Connor. City that brings you the most joy.
Oof. Brooklyn. Also.
Okay.
No, that's not true. Not for me. It's not joy that I feel here. I'd say San Francisco.
Cape Town.
I want to go. Food that brings you the most joy.
All right, since I know my mom was watching, my mom makes a Oreo ice cream cake on everyone's birthday. That is,
I like that. That sounds right, just about right. Pizza for me, to be honest.
I love it. Musical artist that brings you the most joy.
Stevie Wonder.
brings
That's
me
a
the
classic, though. I mean, that's it's a joyful dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill Withers.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all are, I have to say, these are excellent.
What do you think we were gonna say? Like Drake?
No. No. Connor, I have to keep it 100. You surprised me with the Bill Withers. I didn't know.
I don't usually think of him as like a joyful.
Well, it's especially like the song "Lovely Day."
Yeah,
because he
Lovely
passed
Day
away
is
during.
my jam.
Yeah, and that and Lean on Me, especially during this year, those have been like go-to jams.
Yep. There's a certain which I'm gonna interrupt with the fire round. There's a certain kind of like it's not whimsical joy that Bill Withers has, right? It's like that deep, And I think like for this year, that's I think something that I've always liked. I mean, back to I guess we're gonna keep bringing it back to ritual because we're addicted to it.
Of course.
But just like sometimes you need more than just kind of a whimsical or surface thing, and I think that's what we love about having the ritual experts, where people are bringing this like deeper level to it. I just
want to point out I'm being called out right now by someone who appears to be a defensive lineman for the Washington football team. He's a footballer. He's telling me you don't listen to Bill.
Yeah.
That is false. And
so is this your brother?
That is slander.
This is your brother. What's his name on here? I don't see him.
His name is C2Hill.
Oh, I didn't see it. I missed that comment.
With the 2. He couldn't spell the 2, so he put the number in.
Oh, family.
What's up, man? What's up, Casey?
Hi, brother. Congratulations. This is the brother who's on in the NFL.
Yep. Yes, that one, yeah.
Congratulations, brother. That is no small feat. So more power to you.
Okay, let's keep going with the fire round.
Oh, well, that was the end
Oh,
of
that was
it.
it.
But I
Okay,
wanted to
okay.
ask you guys. No, I just. I mean, because y'all were very, 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 very fun. Usually, well, I used to play a song that made me think of the person. Or you guys also are the first time I'm having two people on the podcast at the same time. Hey, I usually play a song, but I can't do it anymore because Instagram is pressed now and like shut the live down. But I easily thought of a song for Dante, but I was struggling with you, Connor, because I was like,
Ooh.
we've never talked about music.
Yes.
With Dante, I immediately had an idea. And then, because even though I can't do it, I still like to practice that thought. And I like to also ask people, like, what song do you think of when you think of me? Because I think that indicates a lot of levels of how somebody thinks about you. Because if they're like, oh, I think about, like, whack, that's terrible. But if they think about, like, a Stevie Wonder song, that's fabulous. So Connor, now I know.
So now I need like a theme song, you're saying?
I just have to talk to you about music because I picked the theme song. So for Dante, what I would have played, but I can't because, like I said, they be pressed, and Instagram will cut you off. Was gonna be Marvin Gaye.
Yep, I appreciate that. That's my favorite. That's probably my favorite musician. I wouldn't say he brings me the most pure joy. Stevie brings me more joy, you know.
And when I pick the people's songs, it's not about joy necessarily. It's like when I think of you, I think of this thing. And that's funny. I didn't know that. But for Connor, I was really struggling.
I got one
now
for you,
I
Maud.
know.
So
and we have to have a conversation about music offline, so then I know where you're at.
Let's do that. If in the meantime, if you check out, there's a South African song named Khona, Khona, and if you say it in a certain way, I see as my old roommate from South Africa responds right now. If you say it in a certain way, it sounds like my name. And so every time when we were living in South Africa, when we would have parties that would come on, I would like go to the center of the dance floor. So that's my song.
That's your theme
so if you're looking for that, check out Khona, Khona.
I like it.
I love it. I like playing your songs and I feel like they're talking to me. But unfortunately, it's mostly in songs that are terrible songs. Like Lil Wayne songs. Like, I like a long hair, thick red bone. But then I'd be like, oh, he's talking to me. But I'm like, oh, this is ghetto. So it's not uplifting. It's good for like the club. Okay, before Instagram cuts us off, because we're almost at an hour, I just have to tell you guys, thank you so much for taking your time. I know y'all are busy changing the world and making the world better and giving well-being. And everybody, download the Ritual app. It is in the link in my bio. Very easy. Click the link in my bio and get your wellness on. Okay?
Yes. And check out Joyful Movement.
Yes, Joyful Movement. It's fun. And you don't have to be a dancer. You can be old. You can be young. I don't like to call older people older. I like to call them more marinated. You can be more marinated. You can be less marinated. It's for everybody, men, women, children, boys, girls, however you identify. It is for you, and you will have fun because Chloe and I have fun doing it, so I know that it'll be fun for you guys. Any last advice or well-being or something you want to share? Oh, Dante released a song today.
Oh, Dante, that's right. Yeah, I released a song.
So everybody go support Dante's music. Where can they find your music, Dante?
Tezo Duran. But first you should check out Ritual. First you should check out Ritual, and then
go to Dante's Instagram or his Instagram.
No, it's probably I'd say TEZO DURAN.
Okay.
Yeah.
TEZO DURAN.
Yep, like Duran, like that.
Oh, okay.
And I gotta tell you, Maud, my final message. So we have this great team member, Maya.
Yes.
Who runs our content collaborations, who Maud knows well. And I have to run right now to have a call with Maya, because check this out, Maud. Maya is from Australia, and she's back. She's back to see her family, and she has to quarantine for 2 weeks in a small hotel room that does not have any natural air, no windows that open.
That's
2 weeks.
Horrible.
So she is relying upon Joyful Movement and people like Maud Arnold to keep a smile on her face.
That's my girl. I love her.
Yeah, we'll tell her.
Yes. No, but thank you guys so much. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Yeah,
This is
just
the
want to say thanks to
MAUDCAST.
everybody watching. I really
Yes,
appreciate everybody
and for
tuning in.
commenting. That's Dante. That's Connor. Everybody, download the Ritual app. Support your friends. Support young men making positive changes in the world. We need to amplify these types of voices. And everybody, have a modified week. And don't forget, try to find joy in your joyless moments. Bye.
See you, bud.
Bye.
Thank you.